Alright, what's up YouTube and my friends out there in the survival community? Today I want to talk a little bit about New York State's terrible and confusing knife laws. We have some of the worst knife and weapon laws in the country. Maybe we're probably second to maybe California is probably the worst, but we're definitely up there. In fact, actually New Jersey has worse knife laws. And from what I understand, even Texas knife laws, considering it's a more lenient gun state, I hear that they have some pretty crappy knife laws too. But we're going to talk a little bit about New York's tonight. Now, New York state law says that you can open carry any knife that is legal, repeat, legal to own in the state of New York. Now, let's go over quick what is a legal knife that you can own. You can own any type of folding knife, not switchblade, no automatic knives. Automatic knives, butterfly knives, gravity knives, paratroopers, throwing stars, throwing knives, knuckle knives, and that knuckle knives means any knife with any type of thing that has a closed circle that you can guard, even if it's one finger. A knife that's got a ring for you to hold one finger in is considered a knuckle knife and is illegal in the state of New York. What a freaking joke. Now, any knife that you want to carry, it's got to be open carry. And what I mean by open carry is that if you got a pocket knife, and this is a perfectly legal pocket knife, it does have a flipper, but it's perfectly legal. It is 4 inches exactly, which is the legal length of a pocket knife that you can carry in the state of New York. Now, you can own a pocket knife of any size. It could be 7 inches as long as it's not a spring-loaded front opening, any type of automatic knife. You can own it, but you can't carry it. Carrying in your pocket, I don't know how many of you guys know this, pay attention to this, but this right here is the difference. This is considered concealed carry and is illegal. It has to be carried like that. Now, that being said, it's ridiculous. Why would I want a pocket knife hanging around, dangling on the outside of my pocket all over the place? I'll probably drop it and lose it, right? Freaking ridiculous. But if I carry it in a sheath, that's legal as long as the sheath is visible. Go figure. But, right, you can't do that. But you can open carry a knife, such as this K-bar. You can't open carry a machete, which I never really understood that. As far as my knowledge, you can't. I mean, I wouldn't walk around with a machete anyway. I don't know who would. That's like walking around with a ninja sword. But I guess somebody out there might. If I want to, I should be able to protect myself. But, you know, I'm not going to get into that argument. But you can open carry this in the sheath as long as it's visible. Your jacket's over it. It's concealed carry. You can get arrested. Now, New York state law says that you can open carry any knife that's legal to own, providing you are not carrying it with the intent to cause physical harm or commit a crime. Where's your protection? Who has the right to tell you that you're carrying that to attempt to commit a crime? Yeah, you're robbing a store, you have a knife on you, okay, yeah, you were trying to commit a crime, got it. But somebody attacks you, you get into a fist fight with somebody. Now, you don't pull your knife out, you got a Swiss Army knife. I'm talking a Victorinox Swiss Army knife in your pocket in this state of New York. You get into a fist fight with somebody. Cops come break up the fight. Cops come, they search you, do their thing. They're like, all right, who started the fight? Going through the blah, 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 blah. They pull the pocket knife out of your pocket. The other guy that you got into the argument with says, he came at me with that knife. Guess what? You're going to go to jail. You can go to jail. How ridiculous is that for carrying a Swiss Army knife? You know, technically in New York State, a Swiss Army knife has to be visible. Crazy. Now let's talk about something else. Technically, the laws in New York say you can't own a gravity knife. Now these laws fall into a very weird gray area because I don't know if this has changed, but as far as my knowledge, it has not. That any knife that a law enforcement officer can take and flick open with their wrist. Now this is not spring assisted. This is not anything other than a regular folding knife. and my fingers, sorry guys, hard for me to close. I got cuts on it from work. But any knife that they can, I'm losing my strength tonight, can flick open like that with their wrist, they're allowed to consider a gravity knife. What kind of craziness is that? What kind of craziness is that? It's just absurd. Any knife that you can pull out of your pocket and engage with a thumb stud, even if it's not spring assist, which if you know how to pull certain knives out of your pocket, like with a flipper, you can engage it as you're pulling it out of your pocket. They can consider that a gravity knife. It's freaking insane. Alright, you don't want to have anybody automatic knives, this and that. That doesn't even make sense to me because a push button automatic knife, if you got a guy that's good with a folder, can open it almost just as fast as someone with a push button. Some of you might argue with me with that, but I don't care. It's the truth. Absolute truth. The law is a joke. Butterfly knives, unless you're really good, let me tell you something. A guy with a regular folder can open it just as fast. If not faster than a guy with a butterfly knife. Just saying. Not that they don't, just trust me. I know people out there with butterfly knives, not going to mention their names, that I've seen are like freaking ninjas with them. I personally have taken a few years of Brazilian knife fighting, so I have pretty good experience with knives. I also make knives. I know what I'm talking about. I know a lot about knives. Now, here in New York, there's nothing illegal about keeping a machete in your vehicle. Hell, you could have a samurai sword in your vehicle. You get stopped and speeding and they see a machete in your back seat, you're probably going to go to jail. At the very least, they're going to take it away. They have no right to, but they will. I guarantee you, with not a doubt in my mind, that they'll take it away. Now, without risk of being redundant in this video taking too long, I'm going to wrap this up shortly because I know nobody wants to hear me ramble on. Other thing, spring assist knives are different than automatic knives. However, in the state of New York, they classify them the same. And I'm talking, let me put this actually a little clear. I'm talking about where I live in New York. The New York City laws are a little different than where I am currently. So different parts of New York, different municipalities have little different variances in their laws, hence adding to the confusion and ridiculousness of New York State's laws in general. A spring assist knife is a knife that has a spring, but you open the knife by either putting pressure some point on the blade, whether it be a thumb stud or a flipper, something of that nature. A fully automatic knife or switchblade, you use a separate button or device to engage the spring and pop your blade open. Again, so there's no confusion, this is a regular folding knife under 4 inches. It's perfectly legal. Let's just get that out of the way one more time before somebody criticizes me. Alright. There was a point in time that spring assist knives were legal in New York, and they became illegal in New York and classified as switchblades, and they became legal again. So I don't even know where this freaking state stands on spring assist knives. I know that knife company stuff are shipping them to New York again, so I believe they are legal again. However, I wouldn't want to carry one in New York because I can almost guarantee you're probably going to get in trouble because cops aren't going to know the difference, and you don't want to get yourself in trouble. And I'm not speaking bad on the police officers because they're probably just about as confused about the laws, knife laws, as we are. So they're just trying to do their job. So, I'm not speaking bad or ill of the law enforcement by any means. So please keep that in mind, people. It's confusing for everybody except the people who are making the laws. I don't even know if they even know what the hell they're doing. So that's where I'm at with that. I just figured I'd put that stuff out there. It's either going to clarify some things for you or it's going to confuse you more. Any questions, comments, concerns, I'm very, very knowledgeable in this area of things, and I would be more than happy to answer any questions. Maybe you have some knowledge or something you want to add in the comments below that I don't know about the laws here. That'd be great. I always appreciate people teaching me a little something that I didn't know. Like I say many times, we can all learn from each other. And, hopefully everybody out there stay safe, stay prepared, be prepared to defend yourself, but stay within the legal limits and don't get yourself in trouble. So God bless. Take care. Talk to you all again soon.